Hello, cherished ducklings. Welcome to Peri, Lyons, New York City celebrity psychic. I'm very happy to see you. Well, in my mind's eye, I can't actually see you physically, but anyway, so this is going to be a slightly interesting show. I haven't slept for like 40 hours. No substances, just being super responsible. And I was going to do the tarot weather, but I have no idea what I just did with my tarot cards. Welcome to the land of professionalism. Anyway, hi. It's been kind of a strange week. If you felt a little, not off exactly today, but a little sort of dreamy and maybe pleasantly ineffective, it's because the moon was what's called void of course today for quite a long time. That's when the moon, some days the moon is in Aquarius and then it goes into Pisces, but sometimes the moon just doesn't feel like going into the next sign, so it just has a cocktail and kicks back. And when moon is void of course, we don't get a lot done, but we feel kind of relaxed, and it's not a time to push ourselves. And speaking of pushing ourselves, so let's see, what can I tell you? I think probably we'll just take our first caller because I am barely articulate. Although I did have an insight I wanted to share with you guys about what's coming up next. Because it's kind of easy to focus on the really difficult stuff because it's a weird time. But I have been noticing that people, like my friends and clients and people I spy on across the street with my telescope, oops, did I say that outside of my head? Sorry. People are sort of slowing down and getting a little realer. And by realer, I mean, I'm noticing that people are responding more to who someone actually is in their character, their kindness, rather than, for instance, how much their outfit costs or how much Botox they've had. Although, frankly, I would really like to have some Botox right about now. Anyway, and I think one of the things that's going to come out of this difficult time is a time when people are more authentic, when we've learned to slow down a bit. I know a lot of people, and I don't know if I'd be interested to hear if you guys have noticed this, but a lot of people are discovering new interests or new talents or just learning stuff. I suddenly fell in love with gardening, and no one was more surprised. So I've been like planting these gorgeous, incredibly flashy flowers and getting my hands in the dirt, and it feels great. I did try to learn conversational Greek, but Greek people asked me not to. No talent for languages. So I'd be curious to hear what you've been kind of enjoying or discovering or finding you had a talent for or just an interest in. The moon just went into Scorpio today, so about an hour ago. So if you're feeling a little intense, woo, a Leo, we're in Leo now, which is great. But Leo sun and a Scorpio moon can make for some kind of intense emotions and intense, dramatic, acting them out emotions. So just, count to 10 before you say anything. Oh, I just saw my next caller is Taurus in Spring Hill. Oh, I love that name, Taurus. Um, Also, the last thing I'm going to say is that I'm noticing in every one of my clients and a lot of my friends that people who've been hanging on to a fantasy of what their partner could be and maybe putting up with a little more doo-doo than they should because they're so invested in this fantasy of like this person will change and they'll be nice to me, and they've been nice to me occasionally, and I'm noticing that people are just getting bored with investing in a fantasy, and they're starting to realize that who somebody is generally is who they are. So, uh, unless they make a really concerted effort to change. So, if you're a woman who is pining for somebody who doesn't have that much time for you, or sometimes doesn't treat you so well, but maybe he'll change. He's not going to change. Get the hell out of there. Because you deserve man, woman, llama, other, wherever you are, and whatever gender or not you identify as. You deserve to be treated with kindness, and you deserve to be seen as your best self. And don't settle for anything else. The great writer Somerset Maugham once said, I found out that if you decide not to settle for anything but the best, you just get the best. So on that note, I'm thrilled to be talking to Taurus. And hi, thanks for calling.
Good evening. How you doing?
Oh, the voice. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing
Cool.
all right.
I just want to listen to you talk. I almost don't care what you say. It's like you have a great voice. I like to connect to people by asking when their birthday is. I'm going to assume yours is in May, like May 12th. Is that correct?
No, July 17th, actually.
Okay, maybe it was the fact that your name is Taurus that threw me off. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah, I know a girl named September who was born in October. I should introduce you to. July 27th. Happy birthday. Did you have a good birthday?
No, July 17th.
Oh, 17th. Okay.
Yeah, the 17th. 17th of July.
Did you have a good birthday then?
It was all right. I did. I mean, I was, relaxing. I don't really party too much anymore, so that's not a big deal to me anymore.
I think next year you're going to have a really good birthday. So how can I help you, my love? It feels like you have kind of a burning question, but you're a little embarrassed to ask it. Will you trust me and ask it anyway?
Okay. Basically, it's a step that I want to take. It's a move that I want to make, and I'm not sure if that's why it's far. It's very far, and it's not what I'm used to. And it's just weird things been happening, like just a lot of signs, just a lot of different instances. Like I was in the store the other day, and the lady just stopped me, and she was like, she brought up my mom, and that was my mom and my grandmother were real pivotal figures in my life. Like those were my heroes. Like I wasn't into Batman and all that other stuff. They were real big in my life because those were the people I always see dealing with the adversity and stuff like that. And my grandma was the type to not sugarcoat, and I appreciated that about her. So it's just I've been getting a lot of signs lately, I'm
Yeah.
seeing them at the time.
She
It's the
passed.
opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both
Uh,
passed.
I'm so sorry. Um, they were okay. They just showed up. Didn't expect that. You are so loved. Oh man, you're their baby boy. Um, you have your. I can't see you obviously, but what I get is that you have very beautiful eyes. You've got almost these almond-shaped eyes. Uh, that's either your mother or your grandmother. They're- Those are some beautiful women. Interesting thing about both of them is they were incredibly strong, but also incredibly tender and loving. Is that correct?
Correct. Especially
Yeah.
my mom. Yeah.
I just. When was your mom's birthday?
Say again.
When was your mom's birthday?
Where was my mom? Where was she born?
No, just what was her sign? What day was she born? Yeah.
Um, she used to celebrate two birthdays. So I want to say it was the 13th or the 14th. But she used to celebrate 2 days. She tried to celebrate two birthdays. And she said she was born at the cup, but
Hmm.
13th and the 14th
So did you say March?
of October. And I know
October.
in October.
It's probably the 14th. What I get.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what everybody
October
else
14th.
used to say.
Yeah.
They used to say she used to try to get two birthday parties.
Was she? I mean, for somebody who had so much presence, uh, she was also very modest.
Yeah.
Your mom is one of the best people I've ever tuned in on. She went through hardships like you can't believe, but she didn't complain. She had real faith. She and her mom were close. They're a little too much alike to always get along, I think. But what they did have in common and still have in common is that they loved you very much. I'm sorry, it feels like your mom passed young. And I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, man. She was 50. I
Eight.
want to say 52.
Oh, really?
52.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was 52, I think.
yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's way too young. So she's fine now. Honestly, they both showed up. Uh, your grandmother has a broader face, like wider cheekbones, and your mother
Yeah.
has more delicate features. But oh God, they're great. Was your grandmother from an island?
No.
Oh,
But I mean, it's probably something that I didn't know.
I
But
think there was a
not that I
lot.
knew of.
Um, so you're wondering about this move, right? Whether
Yeah.
you should,
Yes.
and it is far. Is it possible that you're being asked to step out of your comfort zone and your way of being so you can expand into your bigger self? Because I feel that 2022 is going to be an extraordinary year for you. But I think moving, even though it's scary and it's different and it's, but I think you'll discover a part of yourself. And honestly, your mom would like you to do this too, because she saw and believed in what I'm going to call your greatness. And you haven't quite stepped into it yet, but you're going to.
Mm.
But you're going to have to take some risks. and risks are uncomfortable and scary, but I think these risks are really going to pay off. Are you moving like to San Diego? Are you moving like 3,000 miles away? Where are you moving?
Colorado Springs.
Oh, it's beautiful there. Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
I've been looking up, you know, the area and, you know, just different things. It looks nice. That's right. That's my speed. Like the scenery and
Yeah.
and I never seen snow either. So
Really?
it snowed. Really? I've never seen snow. I was in New York
Oh.
years and years ago, and I left on a Monday, and it snowed that night.
That's so fun. That's so
Missed it
cool.
by a few hours.
I grew up in upstate New York, so I've seen snow enough for both of us. Um, it's funny because I call him my fake nephew, but he's my heart. My best friend's son moved to Colorado
Mm-hmm.
Springs about 3 months ago, and uh, he's African American. He's incredibly talented and gorgeous, and but he's from New York, and he's like, they don't have many people like me out here. And she said, at first it was difficult, but now I'm like king of the castle. Um, so that's really funny. He's really enjoying it. I think you mentioned a lady before, or did I hear you wrong? If if that's going to work out, it's going to work out whether you move to Jupiter, Colorado Springs, or the center of the earth. I think there's real potential there because I think she sees you, and I think she sees you sort of the way that your mom and your grandmother did. I think she sees your light and your greatness. And I think she would be very good for you. I think she'd be very supportive. And it's really important for you, especially Taurus, to have a strong, supportive woman in your life. You've always had it. You need that. I mean, you're such a man, but, you know, real men know that they need that feminine energy to sort of, you know, encourage them and cheer them on and make the house pretty. And but I can see something happening with this woman. She has a previous entanglement that you feel she's not quite over. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You're
That's
what?
is yeah. I don't know. It could be not to make it sound weird, but they could be I could be a number of women,
Mm-hmm.
but
You're very attractive.
the one that
Yeah.
the one who I really wanted it to be recently it hasn't been that great. But it's funny that you brought up somebody seeing me in a bright light, or somebody, you know, seeing some potential, because I went to my old job last night and the girl was just asking one of the managers like where I was, and I just happened to come around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And before I tried to, you know, I tried to be her friend. She didn't want to give me the time of day. But
Right.
now, you know, it's open. But she was kind of bummed when I told her I was thinking about going out to Colorado Springs. So,
Oh, yes.
you know, it's kind of funny that you brought that one up.
Mm-hmm. That is my job. And yeah, I like her. And she was very bummed. She's have you met her before? The woman that
Yeah, I
we're
met
talking
her.
about? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is a time when people from our past are coming back. And she's grown up in a lot of ways. She's much more mature. She's had some tough stuff happen, but I like her. And I think she really sees you as I would want your partner to see you. I mean, to really see how cool you are and how talented. If it's okay, I think we're probably just going to stay in this call. I'm sorry if we have another caller waiting, but I've just got a few more things that, honestly, Taurus's mother and grandmother are talking in each ear. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that okay with Dick? I'm asking my producer, who's the world's handsomest and most charming man. I'm not trying to get anything from you, David. Yeah, I want to stay with Taurus. Thank you. See, flattery will get you everywhere. Yeah, it feels to me like you came out of a dark time, and you're really heading into the sunshine. Oh no, now I'm going to start singing that song from Wizard of Oz. Come out of that dark, come out of the sun, come out of the night, step into the sun, step into the light, and open your eyes. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to be a munchkin. It's not
That's all right. That's all right.
Although I can do, oh, yeah, you, my pretty, and your little dog, too. Okay, that was scary. Sorry. It's, I think a lot of people, you went through a period of people betraying you for a while, and I think you got kind of a tough shell. You're such a pussycat underneath that, which is true about like real men. They have, you know, they're real men, but inside they're sensitive. But I think you got kind of disillusioned with people over the last couple of years. Friends who didn't step up. And I'm sorry about that. But I think that period is over because you did not sink to their level. You have kept your ethics. You've kept your loyalty. You've kept your integrity. And those people, your old crowd, they're leaving. Your old life is kind of coming, that cycle is coming to an end. Your new cycle is, okay, sometimes I'll get colors when I'm thinking about somebody's future.
Mm-hmm.
And the color I'm getting for you is my favorite color to see around people. It's a sort of golden yellow. And what it means is that you're going to be experiencing happiness again, and more happiness than you thought you were capable of. I think you're very sensitive, and I think you kind of got the stuffing kicked out of you. But I think you're coming into the next 2 years, and I think you're coming into your own. You have a number of different talents. I mean, I'm telling you right now, as somebody who's done voice work professionally, that you could work tomorrow. You beautiful voice. You have an appreciation of art and music. You might want to start exploring, just kind of checking those out as kind of hobbies and fun for you over the next couple of years. You're very good at managing people. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny you brought that up. Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
We've got 60 seconds, so I'm going to do my New York Brooklyn girl thing and talk really fast. Okay.
Okay.
You've got an amazing talent. You're very likable. People just like you because they can tell you're trustworthy. The management talent you have is that you manage to lead without people catching you leading. So you make them think it's their idea, right? I'm totally right.
Right.
Now, the thing is that you're so honest that you don't like to feel like you're manipulating people or telling them what to do. But you're not. You're helping them. And that's one thing that's really going to come up. And I think that you're also going to be involved in something to do with the arts, which probably won't be your main job, but that's really coming up for me.